for that pep talk.
All right, and welcome back to the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio, SiriusXM channel 154. It's your host here, B+, and let's talk about the second quarter set of today's show. And actually, it kind of leads into today's pep talk. It's a perfect segue, and that's why I set it up that way. So let's talk about that last set. The first song you heard was You Got It by Trip Lee. The next song was Never Fail by The Truth featuring George Cox. And then the last song you heard was Work Real Hard by Swoop featuring Jackie Hill Perry. So let's get into today's pep talk. And I feel like I need to do a little bit of a preface because I'm going to use terms that have negative connotations to them, but they really shouldn't have negative connotations to them. So I do want to preface it with that, and then let's just dive into the pep talk. So my favorite style of Christian hip hop normally comes from the more seasoned artists. I was going to say the more mature artists, but I just mean mature in the sense that they just have lived longer. They've gone through more things. Not to say that younger artists can't go through things, but I like hearing, I think the term has been coined within secular hip hop, adult contemporary hip hop. The first person I heard mention that was Pusha T in the interview he had with Charlemagne the God. But it's just a style of hip hop that it generally has traditional, more hip hop sound to it, but they're just talking about things that are more, I guess, quote unquote, grown up. And again, it's a bad connotation. I don't mean that other artists aren't talking about grown up things. I'm just saying that, like, think about an artist like, on the secular side, Jay-Z and his 444 album. Very mature, very grown up type of album. On the CHH side, think about Sho Baraka's album, The Narrative. Again, like in The Narrative, Sho Baraka, he talked about everything from navigating the world of politics. He talked about raising his autistic son. He talked about marriage and celebrating marriage. He talked about just like different systems in America that have just kind of changed the dynamic of things. It was just a very, for lack of a better word, mature album. And I feel like I kind of connect with artists that kind of have like that style. They've kind of gone through some things. Again, not saying that younger artists can't go through things. I mean, one of my favorite songs, one of these Christian hip hop songs that really will make my eyes well up with tears, is a song by What Up RG. I think the name of the song is called Green Card, where he's just talking about what happened to his father. So I'm not saying that younger artists don't go through things and aren't able to deliver very heavy Christian hip hop songs, but what I am saying is my favorite style comes from people like Jared Sanders, Sho Baraka, who I just played, Jackie Hill Perry, Swoop, The Truth. And The Truth is going through, he's going to have a name change coming up really soon. I'm really looking forward to his new album. He's going to be going by Emmanuel now, Trip Lee. So in my next set, what I want to do is I want to play some songs that you may not typically hear on radio because they don't fit like that nice, neat kind of marketing type of strategy, but dope songs nonetheless. So that's what I want to do. The first song that I want to play actually kind of helped spark the idea for this show is by Shane Kidd. He had a tweet talking about just this exact thing. And he had an album come out this year, and I want to play a song called The Speed of Life. It's by Shane Kidd. This is actually the remix. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio, and we'll be right back. You guys keep it locked.
Slow down. Yeah. Slow down. Jay Nolan. I was thrown into the fast life, past life, full of distractions like my dad's life, till I studied another practice in this pandemic.